to center court for the presentation of the Larry O'Brien Trophy and the 2022 Bill Russell NBA Finals Most Valuable Player Award. Please welcome ABC Lisa Salters.
Yeah, I'm from turn that on.
Here to present the Larry O'Brien Trophy to the Golden State Warriors. Coach Joe Lacob and Peter Huber.
Oh,
Head coach Steve Kerr.
Boy. What a time, what a time, what a time.
Bro, like it's like really like my favorite part. I don't even care that we lost. Like it's just dope to see this, man.
Oh yeah, because you know it's only once a year you see a team win it. Gotta look at it, gotta experience it. You know, my favorite part about this though, seeing everybody with their kids and stuff. Like everybody, kids be on the stage, they family, wives, whatever. They be right there. I'll be like, man, hope that be me one day.
It's just dope to see their reaction, bro. And like to see how much they care. Cause I hate when people be like the NBA players don't care and they just
They just want money. Yeah,
yeah.
it's
But
not true.
the dude crying, bro. Like he care about this jump. 13 years in the league, he finally get his fourth ring. The dude care about this jump, bro. I hate when they say they don't care.
Nah, I'll be telling people when they say the NBA rigged or players be like selling and stuff. I'll be like, man, I don't think you realize, man. Guys care about this jump. Guys care too much. You work too hard to get to where you at to be talking about you selling. Like, and none of if it is rigged, they rigging the refs or something like that. But these players, guarantee you, they ain't selling. They not doing none of that. They trying to win every game. They from Boston. That's hilarious.
Championship season last 8 seasons with the same core guys. What does that say about this group?
I'll be heated if Steph don't win this award, bro. I'm beyond heated if Steph don't win this jump.
Oh, he gonna win. He gonna win.
Pull some
He just had 30.
pull some BS and give it to Andrew Wiggins if you want to.
No, but it'll be a ride in Oakland. Ain't no way. Andrew Wiggins ain't do nothing tonight for real. Like he had some buckets, but come on.
I'm ready for Mark Jackson to get his honorary ring though.
They're not sending it to him. They're not sending it to him. They're not sending it to him. Only way you get one is if Steph or somebody gets it to him.
I'm pretty sure they did something like that for him. Probably for each one. That'd be dope though if they did. But
I'm sure they do.
you know they gave him something. Knowing type of dude Steph is and Draymond are.
Well, you might be right about that one there.
Yeah, let's bring back Deputy Commissioner Mark Tatum to present the 2022 Bill Russell NBA Finals Most Valuable Player Award.
Thank you, Lisa. He's a four-time NBA champion, a two-time league MVP, a member of our 75th anniversary team, and
Yes, sir.
time ever, he's an NBA Finals MVP. The 2022 Bill Russell NBA Finals MVP Award goes to Stephen Curry.
And there it is. The final piece to my man's resume. The final piece to his resume, boy.
Then I'll talk about this. What does it mean to you to finally get this Finals MVP?
It means we won. It means we took advantage of the opportunity to get back here. I hear all the conversation, I hear all the chatter. We hear all the chatter.
And who Clay representing, man?
Ain't got to talk about it, just got to go do it. That's what it's about.
Think whoever his shoe company is with.
Just 3 seasons ago, you guys had the worst record.
No, he signed to like Anta, whatever that is.
You could be back up here.
I mean the flag though.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
They based in another country.
That they're Chinese.
Mm.
Everybody on the stage had a partner.
They would mess up if you drop that junk on his head though.
At the beginning of the year, what would they say? We weren't even on the radar. Now we're here with
Oh, there goes Mom.
Every championship journey, it's different. How would you describe yourself?
This combining our championship pedigree and our experience with some fresh energy, some guys that are really hungry to take their next step.
Facts.
But we built this for 10, 11 years. And that means a whole lot when you get to the stage because you know how to win. And everybody who's been a part of this maybe what's about saying. This is his difference. This is his difference for sure.
Congratulations, you said. What is
Yeah, that's
Come on up here, Clay. Clay, after everything you've been through in the last 3 years, what does it feel like to be a champion again?
Draymond kids look bad.
We're 2 years off. Really are. Once the finals and playoffs last 2 years, and just to be back on the stage, I'm so thankful for my teammates. The start they had this year, 18-2, it really laid the foundation for them.
Clay ain't do nothing tonight, but you know, we'll get into that later.
The times that you told us that it was hard to see this, when your foot was in a cast, when your leg was atrophied from surgery, how were you able to push through, to focus on what could be getting back to
I had to have my big bro talk to me on the legs 3 times. I couldn't drive, I couldn't do nothing. I was immobilized. I'm such an athletic person, I wanted to be mobile. And he was just telling me, patience, patience. It's going to all pay off. Telling the set as well. My little bro Trace. I mean, there's some dog days. There's one pure shed on the bench.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. If I was somebody like Wiseman, I don't know how happy I'd be about his ring. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Oh, because he ain't contribute.
I be one of them folks. Like I be happy for the team and everything. It feel good, but like I want to be out. I want to like contribute and do something. But I ain't got to be like Steph Curry MVP. But like I would like to.
Let me get a bucket in. Let me touch the floor.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean, man? Like I ain't got to be like dominating, but let me do
I
something.
could be Gary Payton. Let me get Gary Payton minutes.
Exactly, man.
No, I feel it. But at the same time, it ain't like he didn't play. He was hurt. So just be happy for the guys. You know, be happy for your guys that they still win.
I mean, yeah, but still, it's just I don't want to sound like ungrateful or nothing, but it's just like, man, like it don't feel the same as if you actually put in that sweat equity to be like, I really did something.
No,
And that's
you
why it
right.
probably burned me more. It'd be different if I was just on the bench, like one of the like one of the role players, like the 15th man. It'd be different as that. But
Yeah.
to be hurt, it's just like it's a different annoyance that you got.
Oh yeah, you right. But I would almost rather, in a weird way, I would almost rather. Hey, Draymond. Hey, Draymond hoop today. I'm sorry, I gotta give my boy a credit. These last 2 games. Hey, you deserve that podcast, my boy. Keep doing what you're doing. Hey man, you and your daughters, man, it's beautiful. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. You hoop today, boy. You deserve all that. So, hey, I just had to get that out there because I ain't been on Draymond. Like boy. Folks remember I was on the jump to tell him like, boy, you're not hooping. You're not hooping. But he hooped today, so I'm gonna give him all the credit. Like I can't always be on the case and not give him his flowers when he deserves. So he hooped today. 12, 12, and 8. That's all you need, Draymond. Them Draymond stats.
Yeah.
So, but going back to my original point, we was talking about Wiseman. I was gonna say, in a weird way, I would almost rather I didn't play because I was hurt and they won, then I just didn't play. Like coach's decision. Like, I'm going to screw up on the end of the bench, didn't play. You know what I'm saying? Because at least if I'm hurt, I know I was supposed to be out there. I could have contributed or whatever. But if I ain't playing now, it's like, well, hope them guys win. I don't feel like I earned nothing. Either way, but still.
Yeah, either way, I wouldn't exactly be loving it, but I'd definitely rather be Wiseman and be hurt than like I don't know, somebody else who just, like you said, coach's decision.
Yeah. I know you seen when they were clearing the bench and they showed like for a second they showed the guys coming to that was at the table for the Celtics. They had like the whole new 5 coming in. They showed them boys at the table. I ain't recognize not a one of them. I ain't know who they were. They all 5 of us at the table standing there like I was like, these boys play. They on the team.
I only really know like maybe 2 of them. Nick Stauskas is the only one I guarantee, because he
one of them
bought
boys was Nick Stauskas.
I think he got in. I don't know. I stopped paying attention after a while because
I bet you did. Hey, man, that's tough. It's tough, boy.
Congratulations once again to all of the Golden State Warriors, the 2022 NBA champions and Finals MVP, Steph Curry. Congratulations to you.
I'm super happy for Wiggs though, because he just
Man, tell me why I said the same thing before we got over here.
he was like down and out, bro. Everybody was clowning him, calling him a bust and stuff, and it was just redemption story, man. I remember seeing on Twitter when he first, I listened to something today, and it was like when Wiggs first got on with the Warriors, nobody was really, they ain't nobody care about it. It's just kind of like an afterthought. Now they balling out. The Warriors got an unfair team and they super team and all this other crap that people talking about. Like, how you have the same team pretty much from the beginning of the season to now, and early in the season they was barely getting in the playoffs. But now they champions. They a super team and they stat. Like, come on, bro, be consistent. Like, nobody wanted Otto Porter Jr. That's like he's an okay pickup. Gary Payne Jr. He was a D League guy. He was finna be a coach before they signed him on as a player. People didn't believe in Clay because he was banged up.
Oh,
Wiggs was, slept on. Who else? So anybody else on the roster really? Like nobody knew no respect to Kevon Looney for real.
yeah. Gary Payton the third was like a regular guy. Like the guys that gave them big minutes and plays were like just young guys. People was like they regular guys. They're not nobody. They're nobodies basically. Because we live in an era.
Poole.
Yeah, nobody expected much out of Poole.
Like, come on, man.
But like that's what it is though. Like everybody think you need superstars to win. Obviously you do. But I ain't saying you don't. Obviously you need some talent to have a chance. But people think you need LeBron, D Wade, Bosh level talent, or Steph, Clay, Draymond level talent, or Steph, Clay, KD. When you don't, you need a Steph or LeBron. You need him to have a second guy that's reliable, so a Clay or a AD or a D Wade or a Kyrie, and then you need guys to fill their role. That's all you gotta do, play your role, and that's something that the Warriors and their culture has built. They've built a culture of playing their role, strength in numbers. Like, hey, I might not be able to do what these boys can do, but doggone, I can play defense, or I can go in and get a rebound, or I can set good screens for Steph because he run off screens. That's his thing. So I can make sure I set good screens. And they got a team full of guys like that. Wig a number one pick, and we talked about it. Wig is a number one pick. Was that a team where he was supposed to be the guy? He was supposed to change their franchise around or put, have them going in the right direction. And then people was calling him a bust. He ended up here. He could have been like, hey, nah, bro. Like, I need to touch the ball. This and this and this. I'm the guy. Whatever. This man came in like, hey, Steph, y'all got it. I'm in this corner when you kicking out, my boy. Good Trey ball. And I'm going to play D. You want me to guard Jason Tatum? I got him. Jaylen Brown? Got him. Kevin Durant? I got him. Like, whatever y'all need me to do, I'm going to do it. And that's how you win championships. Like, guys got to buy into that. Kevon Looney, hey, get these boards, bro. Hey, they lost that game to Boston. Not Boston. It was the series before. What was the Western Conference Finals? Who they played in the Western Conference Finals? The Mavericks? Yeah. They played the Mavericks. They get out-rebounded real bad. The next game, he get 22 rebounds. Said he took it personal that they got out-rebounded like that. That's how you win championships. Guys buying into that. He ain't say, man, we need to score more points, or I need to make more plays. I need to touch the ball more. Nothing selfish of that nature. Bro, it was like, oh, we lost a rebound battle. Bad. That's why we lost. Bet. It won't happen no more. Got in there and got 20 of them. They got out-rebounded by the Celtics. Wiggins get in there and get him 16. Like, come on, man. That's how you win, man. Guys got to buy into that. Oh, you said we need rebounds? Bet. I'm finna get you as many as I can. Oh, Steph need to touch the ball more. I'm finna set some good screens for Steph. Run his play this way. I'm finna set the screen. Like, things like that is why the Warriors are where they are, and they right back in here. So it's just one of the things, man. I'm happy for him though. Like you said, Wiggins. You was happy for Wig. I promise you, I said that as soon as it was about to be over and they started subbing guys in, they put the camera on Wig. I said, dang, I'm happy for Wiggins. Like out of all the first time champions guys on the team, like Looney and Gary Payton, all the guys that this is his first time winning the championship, I feel like I'm most happy for him and most proud for him. Like he might be the most deserving. Cause then man, like to go for what, like I said, man, go from being the number one guy, number one pick, all this pressure put on him, finally get put in a place where he belongs, in a good fit, in a good role for him, and here he is, winning the NBA championship, playing a vital part in it. Can't ask for much more than that.
Yeah, I'm happy for Steph too, man, because if I was being objective and like I wasn't a Celtics fan, I would have been rooting for Steph just because of all the hate he got and like people doubting him and calling him out and stuff, talking about how he don't deserve a lot of stuff and the praise he's got. Like, nah, bro, like respect on that man's name. So I wanted him to win so bad for all the haters, bro. And everybody's denying this man's greatness. Nah, like I want Clay to win to get that redemption story back too. But more than anybody, it's Steph, just because like this man a legend, bro. Like, stop taking this man praise that he deserves, dog. Like, and it just bothered me that it bothers me to not see people get their flowers that deserve it. And he one of the people that deserve it. Like he's been a legend. He's changed the game. He's an all-time great. I don't care what you got to say about him. Finals MVP, no Finals MVP. If he lost this series, he's still an all-time great. I care less about what you got to say about that man, dog. But I'm glad that now he has that next level validation that makes those people shut up.
Mm-hmm. You remember not last year, three years ago now, I guess, 4, when the first championship they won with Kevin Durant when he first got there, and they won their first championship over the Cavaliers. And right after they won, they showed KD. They showed a KD commercial, showing like basically like all the stuff haters and doubters were saying about him. He's too skinny. This and this and this. He's too tall to be handling the ball. He's too tall to be on the perimeter. This and this and this. They made it to the finals like, oh, we knew he couldn't handle it. This and this and this. He's not one of the greats. This and this. Then they showed him going to Golden State. It's like, he's soft, he weak, cupcake. You remember that commercial? It was a whole like big Nike commercial came on right after the championship game. You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Steph deserved that commercial, not Katie. Steph deserved a big time like Under Armour, I guess, because he Under Armour signed. But
That's Tony Romo.
Steph deserved that kind of commercial because they gave D-Boy went to the finals 5 straight times. But that's crazy. But he the one deserved that kind of commercial because people really was talking down on him, like disrespecting him. Like even when Clay was hurt and he had that MVP like season and they lost in the play-in, they was clowning him. I was like, man, it's tough. It's tough, man, to be the guy. Yeah, you get a lot of hate out here, man, but Steph handled it well.
2 years or 3 years later, you're an NBA champion.
Yeah, you late, son. We just giving Steph his praise, bro.
I've ever seen. You know, one of the things
Man.
I don't know if he gets the proper recognition for the sacrifice he made for Kevin Durant.
He definitely deserves Finals MVP. Definitely. I'm glad they ain't mess him over on that. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm so glad because when people was talking about Wiggins might mess around with Finals MVP, I was like, if they do that, boy, I'm gonna be. I ain't even no Steph guy like that. I don't have nothing against him, but I ain't like a Steph fan. But that would have been wild to give Wiggins that Finals MVP because of the rebounds. Like yeah, like and then I get Game 5. He had a much better game than Steph. He had a big game, but like folks act like Steph ain't just go 40 the game before that. Like folks so quick to forget, bro. Like they so quick to forget what you did. Like that's crazy to me. But no, he definitely deserves it, man. I'm happy for him.
Shoot, he deserved the first one too, but that's another conversation for another day. But
Conversation for another day.
I would have been beyond heated, bro, if that man got up on that stage and said Finals MVP from Canada, from a number 1 pick of 2014 or 15, whenever he was drafted. Andrew, you better be giving Steph Curry a nickname. Talking about some Andrew, like
I'm telling you,
I would jump through this TV screen and get that man some hands, bro. Whoever voted would have caught every last hand in Oakland, San Francisco,
it
and
definitely been a ride.
boy, talking about the man destroy us in Game 4. Matter of fact, 1 through 4 took a game off in Game 5 and finished business in Game 6. Come on, bro. Like you gonna get that man Finals MVP?
Took a game off. But no, that's facts though, bro. Like I said, man, like he had that bad game in Game 5, and people was like talking about they might give Finals MVP to Wiggins. Bro just had 40 the other day, and it was literally the only reason they won. If it wasn't for him, they don't win that game. If bro scored 30 instead of 43, they lose. Y'all like talking about they might give Wiggins Finals MVP. That's crazy to me, but short-term memory in the game of basketball. Short-term memory.
And that's some people I can't talk basketball with. Not
Exactly.
few.
But all right, brother. No, it's definitely dope to see. But all right, brother. It's time. It's that time. Are we? I was talking my stuff on the media today, so I gotta face up to it. Are we or are we not ready to have the Steph Curry top 10 all-time conversation?
Oh, he been top 10 for me.
All time?
Yes.
So where do you put him top in all time right now?
I have to really sit down and make a list, but he's top 10. At worst, he in the conversation. That's worst case scenario.
No, yeah, he definitely is now.
Even before this, I had him in. Like if you pause before this series, right? 3-time champion, back-to-back MVP, only unanimous MVP. Regardless if you agree with this stuff or not, these are the facts. Okay. All-time 3-point leader, greatest shooter of all time, arguably the best point guard of all time. It's really a debate between him and Magic with 90% of people. So whether you have him number 1 or number 2, who cares? He's number 2 behind Magic Johnson. Like, come on, bro. So
Not bad at all.
that's pretty good competition. That's a pretty nice seat at the table. You feel me? So he's one of them people who has revolutionized the game, and when you write the history, like I love saying this, but when you write the history of basketball, you start writing that book out, man. Like the NBA 75. Steph Curry got a pretty nice piece in that book, man.
He got him a nice little chapter.
He's one of them people who, like a Allen Iverson, like a Jordan, when he's retired from the game, you're gonna still be talking about him generations later because that's what he's done. And you can't be top 10. You cannot be top 10 to be in that list for everything he's done. So Allen Iverson in that list as far as changing the game and having his input on there, but he doesn't have the rings and the MVPs and everything else that Steph Curry has. So you take Allen Iverson impact and changing the game and stuff, plus the rings, plus the dominance he's had, 5 straight finals appearances. Come on, bro. Like he's top 10 player all time, man. Like, and then this is like added more concreteness to that conversation. So of course you got the Jordan, LeBron, Kobe's in there for me. Kareem's up there, Magic, Bird, Shaq, of course. You got to throw in Big O in the conversation. The Kings probably in that conversation. Like I said, Steph. KD's probably in that conversation too. Maybe 10, 15.
Okay.
He's in the conversation. I'm not saying he's in there, but he's in the conversation. Like, what about KD? Yeah, we can talk about it, but is he on there? Nah. Who else? Will, gotta put Will up there.
Man, you're naming a lot of names.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like a concrete 10. Like the top 3 is pretty locked in. Top 5 kind of debatable. 10 is really where it's like a real tough conversation. So it's not like a easy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nah, it's more to it than that. So I think Steph's top 10, man. Like I'll take him over a lot of people. I have to sit down and really make the list, but he's probably top 10 for me.
Before tonight, I was not putting Steph Curry in no top 10s. None. Like, at all. But, like, he wasn't in the conversation in my mind. Because it's like, I got obviously the Mike LeBron Magic. I got Mike LeBron Magic Kareem. Not Magic Kareem. Kareem and Magic. And then Mike, LeBron, Kareem, Magic, and then you can go Bird or you can go. You got. I have to look at the whole list also. So I'm probably throwing Bird in the top 5, throwing Shaq in the top 5. I'm throwing Bill Russell in there. That's 7. I'm probably throwing Oscar Robinson in there. Then there's Steph, Kobe, and Wilt Chamberlain in the last two spots. So that 9, 10, 11 spot go be out of Steph, Kobe, and Wilt Chamberlain. I don't like throwing Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain in there for obvious reasons, but I do that out of respect for the game and what they did and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But Steph belong in that 9 to 11 range, 9 to 12. And so that's about all I can really give them at the moment because I can't put them over guys who done won like 5 rings or guys who won Finals MVP at every one of their rings or guys who just revolutionized the game and stuff also. Because I mean, if somebody I'm not gonna put him over Magic as best point guard up, but he's second best point guard behind Magic Johnson easily. Now, there's no other point guard who's done what he's done. Like Isaiah Thomas, was great, but no. Oscar Robinson, if we call him a point guard for all he did, uh, I got to take Steph over him just because of the way Steph. Number one, he got more rings, and number two, I feel like Steph, like you said, Steph changed the game. His page in the book of basketball is bigger than Oscar Robinson. So I guess he got to be above Oscar Robinson in my mind now. So now I'm thinking like Mike, Braun, Kareem, Magic, Bird, uh, Shaq. Let's go. That's Shaq in there. I would say Bill Russell. Let's go. Let's go. Will Chamberlain, Steph Curry, Oscar Robinson, or Steph Curry, Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robinson. So there it is. Steph Curry is that in my? It's almost hard to say. Steph Curry, in my opinion, now top 10 all time in the history of basketball. Top 10 basketball player.
I'm top
So
10
yeah,
before this, so it's just like,
I can't. No, before this, no. 3 rings, no Finals MVPs. You done played on two of the one of the best teams that ever be assembled. And y'all won 2 back-to-back championships with almost no contest, no competition. I ain't giving you much credit for that. But the first ring he won, I give plenty of credit for that. Blew a 3-1 lead. I give you a lot of blame for that. And then you turned it around, you bounced it back. I give you a lot more credit, a lot more respect for what you did. Let us know who really was the main reason for those rings. His MVPs mean something. Unanimous MVPs mean something. Like all that's good stuff. He definitely deserved to be on the NBA top 75 team and all that. But I was not giving him top 10. I was not ready to do that. So, but he here now. So we in agreement now. Steph Curry is top 10 all time. Good for Steph.
yeah. But I think I don't know if we said this on here before or we just said it on talking to each other, but this is no disrespect to this team, but this is the least talented Warriors team that they've had even get to the finals, let alone win it.
Facts.
Like we hands down the strength in numbers Warriors would smack this Warriors team. Cause they were just so deep, bro. Like the title is strength in numbers. Like they were deep. Um, and we all know the KD Warriors. We just like who's checking KD? Okay, thank you. Wiggins ain't got nothing on KD. Like, don't even go there. So um, for them to do what they did, that's when Steph said this one feels special. I think that plays a part in it too, because nobody believed that they would get to this point, before the season started. This would have been like a rebuild year and a year for them to kind of figure out what pieces they're gonna have moving forward. Is it gonna be like the Steph Curry rebuilding, not rebuilding, kind of a reloading year? What young piece we're gonna trade away? Because I was kind of on the side of like they're not gonna win because you don't win with young guys. You don't. That's not what the league is about. You got to have vets. You got to have old, experienced guys. So okay, you got Steph, play Draymond. You got Wiggs. You got Iggy, uh, Payton Jr. Not Payton Jr. Payton the second. He's a kind of a vet, even though he doesn't have the playoff experience. Um, that's pretty much it, man. Everybody. Oh, Looney, he's kind of an experienced warrior, but everybody else is a young guy or very inexperienced. So I didn't believe in them winning it just because of that. But they proved me wrong. Um, they figured out how to maximize the experience that they did have and build around that with talented players like a Poole that could rise to the occasion when needed to, that could have a Gary Payton second come in and give him crucial minutes even though he was banged up. So they proved me wrong, bro. Just off that alone, I didn't believe in the Warriors that much, man. But happy for him, bro. Like I'm really just happy for Steph, man. Like I'm just extremely happy for Steph that he was able like shut everybody up finally. Like, oh, he couldn't win Finals MVP, so he does. Man, shut up, bro. Like, if you know basketball, Steph Curry is not validated by this ring, bro. Nigga, Finals MVP. Like, shut up, bro. I'm just happy for him.
We over here at the
Finally.
say we over here at the B-Ball Jones podcast. Appreciate shutting people up. We're big fans of that.
Yeah. I'm like you said, he the petty king. Please be petty. I want all the pettiness to come out, bro. I want the Twitter petty. I want the IG petty. Pull out Pinterest. Pull out the TikTok petty. I want petty everywhere from Steph Curry's page. YouTube. Hop on Draymond podcast. Be petty. I want all that. All of it. Just don't throw no shade to my Celtics. And we good. Just talk to your haters. All right. But I like that jump, man. Like talk your stuff, man, because you've earned it. So I'm just happy for Steph.
I'm definitely at the stuff, bro. Like, boy. Like I said, we big fans of shutting people up over here. That's the best. That's the quickest way to make fans out of us. Hey, Draymond shut me up, and I got it. Hey, I respect it because I was the first one on here talking about, hey, boy, you're not hooping.
Yeah.
And that's me though. I'm gonna keep it real. Every trip I get on here, I'm gonna keep it real. Promise you I'm gonna do that. Cause bro was not hooping. And he was getting on this podcast, talking about basketball, talking about the games, talking about other people. So it was only right that I get on my podcast, you know. And I let people know, hey bro, he's saying these things, but he's not hooping. So I'm happy for him also that he pulled it together. And that also reminds me, like you were saying, this is the least talented Warriors team they had because that first Warriors championship they won, Draymond was Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond, Clay was Clay, and Steph was MVP. Steph, all great players, obviously. And then you got your Harrison Barnes, your Andre Iguodala's, great role players around them. Solid team, obviously. Then the KD Warriors, one of the best teams ever. Like, no stopping them, nothing you can do about them. Then you got KD left, and then you got this team make it back to the finals. This easily the least talented. That first team they went, they had Andrew Bogut, David Lee, who I would say Andrew Bogut in his prime was probably better than Kevon Looney. Draymond then is better than Draymond now, obviously. Clay then is better than Clay at this moment right now, obviously, because of his injury. And Steph is still Steph, but I wouldn't say he MVP Steph. Or at least the season he was having then is not better than the season he had this year. So you can argue that Steph was better than this Steph at this current time. And then the role players around him nowhere near as good. Andre Iguodala ain't even getting in the game. He on the team, but he ain't playing. Gary Payton, not a good role player, solid role player.
Time out. I'm on ESPN now. I hate when they throw these random stats out here. They said the 30 points per game and 2 steals per game in single finals. And it's 5 people on this list. I hate when they make up these stupid stats to like qualify stuff. Like who 30 points and 2 steals? Like I'm not trying to belittle it, but it's like so. Like, you know what I mean? Like you have to really dig and make up stuff to like I don't know, it just bothers me, man. It's just a weird stat. But I hate when you do that jump, bro.
What's the stat?
The first player to average, I don't want to say average, or put up 30 points and 2 steals in the finals. Like that was just like, come on, bro.
They threw the 2 steals in there.
Like, come on, bro. Like, why? Like, who cares? It was like D Wade, Julius Erving, Jordan, Curry, and somebody else on that list. Like, come on, bro. Like
they do be making those stats to validate people.
You ain't gotta do that for Steph. They be throwing like random people. Like Andrew Wiggins, the first person to have 17 rebounds and 2 steals since Dennis Rodman. Is he gonna be the next Dennis Rodman? Like, come on, bro. Like, I hate when they do that jump, man. Like, don't make up stats or try to glorify specific stats to make somebody seem better than what they are, or just to be odd. I hate when they do that jump, but
they good for that now. Man.
Anyway, man.
But on the dark side of this, Jason Tatum, Young man. Hey, felt bad for my boy at certain points. I was like, man, you're not you trying. You trying. Lord knows you trying. To be real, I think the Celtics played their heart out. I will say that I feel like this. I never felt like. Well, I ain't gonna say never, because there was times like them games that they let the Warriors get out to an early start. They got out to an early start this game, but there was times they let the Warriors get to early starts and make big runs. It seemed like they didn't have a whole lot of energy at the time, but they showed a lot of fight and determination throughout this series and all that good stuff. But they just did not play smart. I felt like at times they didn't play together. Felt like they took a lot of bad shots, had terrible turnovers. I heard JJ Redick say they were like 13-2 or something like that in the playoffs with games with less than 15 turnovers. With games with 16 or more, they've never won. Something like that. They've lost every game with that many turnovers. Some of that nature. And I'm just like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That it's that finite. Like, oh, that's their 18th turnover. They finna lose the game. They didn't take care of the ball. They didn't take care of their positions. Because as my coach tells us, these possessions matter, and it don't feel like it in the moment because it's like, that's just one. That's just a turnover. We just lost this. All right, we'll get it back. But as those keep compiling and adding on, you realize these possessions matter. Because when you lose by 4, and you realize you had 18 turnovers, like, dang, we really supposed to win this game. And yeah, you was. But my bad ball slip. Oh, my bad, bro. I ain't know you was gonna throw it to me, and the balls go out of bounds, or you travel, or make that bad read, and they get a steal and a breakaway, and you think, my fault. That's one. These possessions matter, dog. You can't afford to be giving the ball away. You can't afford to give the ball away. Ain't but one ball. Don't give it away.
Yeah. It got to a point. It was two bad omens that I saw that I was like, we lost this game. First off, Draymond hit a 3 in the corner. I think that was the first quarter. In the first quarter. Once I saw that, I was like, let me find something else to watch because yeah, whatever. It's a wrap, man. So I saw that jump, and then the turnovers started piling up. We didn't hit like 13 yet, but we had a lot in like the first half. I think we had about 13 in the first half. I was like, yeah.
Not looking good.
We weren't even playing good basketball for real. For like we had the thing about for me, we had good runs, but I never felt like we were in position. I never took the run seriously, to be honest with you.
Y'all never had the control of the game.
Never. Like we never had a point where it's like, we got something going, and we can rely on this to come back in the game. It was just a nice stretch we had. We had good basketball for 2 minutes, and that was cool. But it never felt like we were just gonna like really come back and like have a chance to really take control of it. It felt more of like the Warriors saying, we got a grip on the game. They loosen up the grip a little bit. We will come back in. Steph like, give me that right back. Loosen up a little bit again. Get it right back. That's what it felt like rather than us coming back and snatching it for a minute or two and having it be a back and forth game. Like, I never really felt confident in this game. Like, it's like every run we had is like, all right, cool. I'm just waiting for it. Until we actually come back and get the lead, then I would have been like, okay, maybe we got something. But when your best players this game is Al Horford going for a stretch and Robert Williams, I can't feel confident in that, bro. Like, nah, man. Marcus Smart,
let me tell you.
so soft, man. Tatum and Brown ain't giving me nothing, man. Like, when your best players in the game 6 in the NBA Finals, this ain't a January 16th game, bro. Like, we're not winning that.
Yeah,
This is
you
June
absolutely right.
16th, man. Come on, bro. So
You
when the best
absolutely
players
right.
in the game is Al Horford and Robert Williams, pack it up, going home, get Steph Curry's MVP, and we can go home, bro, because we're not winning that game.
Yeah. Hey, good thing y'all at home. Y'all go to y'all house. Be with your family.
Yeah, it's a quick little trip ride rather than going across country and taking this butt whooping home with us.
Hey, you and Lil Deuce, go on, get in the car. Hey, poor Deuce. I feel like Deuce lost the championship, boy.
You probably crying with daddy, man.
Man, I know they both crying. But, man, so on the brighter side of those guys, like I said, they play really hard. I feel like, they'll be back. They'll have every opportunity to be back. You know, my boy's still in Milwaukee, so hey, it ain't gonna be easy. But they got everything, they got every capability to be back. But I gotta say this. My assistant coach texts me during the game, Coach Butler. Like I told y'all multiple times, we text during games all the time, back and forth. He gonna text me about Robert Williams. He gonna say, Robert Haskin playing his heart out, boy. Because he was blocking all those shots, bro. Had 5 blocks. He was blocking everything. Blocked the 3, everything. Yeah. Boy, I said, Robert Haskin playing his heart out, boy. I said, Cole, I know the feeling. To be doing everything you can on this end, because this is what you do. Like, hey, I know that feeling. Hey, I'm doing everything I can over here. These boys scoring, but doggone, I'm stopping everything I can. And then you go to the other end, I ain't got the offensive ability y'all boys got. Y'all boys get that off. I be here for these dump offs. I'm a donkey, all that good stuff. I'm trying to get y'all tip ins when you miss. But doggone it, on this end of the floor, I'm here. Like, I got us. And then it just ain't enough, Feel bad for that man, but he going to be really good. Probably going to be a defensive player of the year candidate in the future. If I do say so myself, I would not be surprised. So, like, they got that going for them. Then you still got, who knows how long Al Horford will be around. You still got his leadership and stuff in the locker room. I don't think Al quite done yet, but I'm glad. But another bright side of this for them is I'm glad Al got here. Despite, how it went, he got here. Because for a long time, LeBron James made sure he didn't. Almost seeming personal. Like Al Horford was not getting to the finals on LeBron James's watch. Even that year, they had 4 players on the Atlanta Hawks make an all-star team. LeBron James almost single-handedly took all that out. I was like, goodness Lord. But, yeah, Al Horford's still there for the time being. Hopefully, he still got a lot left in the tank for them. And then, Jason Tatum ain't number 22, 23. And then Jaylen Brown, 22 also, I want to say. They still learning, still getting things together, still figuring it out. And this is good experience for them. Same thing for Marcus Smart, still learning, still young, good experience. Got to learn how to stop turning the ball over. Got to learn how to figure it out. Got to learn what it might hurt. Kobe said this best. It might hurt to watch it back and see your bad games or games that you might have cost your team, but you got to watch it. You got to go back and watch this game. See what your mistakes were. Learn from them. It might hurt you to see it. You might, it's hard to watch them bad games, but you got to watch it. Y'all need to see how y'all turn the ball over. Y'all need to see the crunch time mistakes that y'all made that cost y'all game 3, and the crunch time mistakes that y'all made that cost y'all game 4. The free throws y'all missed. The assignments y'all missed on defense, let Steph Curry get hot or Jordan Poole get hot and cost y'all a run in the middle of the game. Those are the things that are the differences between games. And so this is good learning experiences for them too, as a whole. So they should be back, man. And you just hope that your young guys like Derek White and Grant Williams and all those guys just get better, and Robert Williams just get better. Come back with a chip on their shoulder, like, man, we was right there, and then we did this, we gave it away. And
Yeah. My biggest thing is we didn't capitalize on the moment. Because we had momentum going for a while. And before game 5, even though Steph Curry had that big game, we still had some momentum to carry on and be like, okay, we can still win this finals. But after the way we played game 5, it's just kind of like, we lost. I don't know what happened, but I think the Steph Curry game just had them boys shook, and they just couldn't, like, get over that mental hump of, like, how we going to win. Game 5 came out flat, didn't do much. In my opinion, I feel like this game was pretty bad for them. Like, they didn't really give too much. You know what I mean? Like, we feel like they gave their heart out. I feel like there's another level. It's cool, but I feel like it's better because maybe effort-wise they were kind of there, but not enough. So
I think the effort was there, but it just wasn't. They played hard but not smart, and that's not a good combination.
Yeah. So that was just I never felt confident in this game. We started off with a pretty nice run. We had Jalen Brown through just Tatum three. Started off with like a 9-2 run, something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
it felt like we were trying to get that energy back. Like you know how you dead tired and you wake up in the morning like, all right, let me see what I got. Man. I'm try to get out of bed and just start off pretty good. You know, you rolling for 5 seconds, and next thing you know, that sleep that you didn't get hit you right back in the face again. And you like, well, I should stayed in bed, bro. Like I just whoever drink coffee, probably I need to get my shot of coffee or whatever y'all do. But it's probably one of them games for them. It's like, okay, we gonna come out. We gotta, man. It's game 6, man. We gotta do our thing, man. And just like, we ain't got it tonight. And then we kept trying to make it a good game and get back in there, but it's just too much to overcome. And I think some of that's just the inexperience. Um, some of it is not having enough vets on the team that can really get us through those pockets. Like Al Horford's our vet. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like we talked about before, man, you need some more veteran experience, leadership to get you through those pockets and stuff, man. So like, I didn't read the article, but I saw an article that was talking about how Ime Udoka was probably the difference maker of the Celtics' lack of experience compared to the Warriors' experience. And it makes sense. It's cool, but
Mm-hmm.
it's different when you got the locker room talk where if you have a vet that's kind of been here before, like if we got like an Andre Iguodala type on our roster with a solid point guard, oh man, a lot of them dumb stuff we had that's taken care of, like not knowing how to close games, not taking care of the ball in certain critical situations that can taken care of. Like there's so many little things that we're missing that we need to capitalize on, and I don't want to be pessimistic, but we should capitalize on this run because you never know. Like you never know when you're gonna get back there. Like Jason Tatum said that he was like, man, first year in the league, we got to the Eastern Conference Final. I thought we were gonna be back here every year. This is what it's like to be in NBA. And out the hard way, bro, ain't like that. Life ain't sweet like that. You know, had a couple bad years here and there. We back to the finals. So um, him and Jalen Brown had an interesting career. Marcus Smart had a pretty interesting career. So um, I just feel like, man, we got to capitalize. It don't matter how young you are. It matter what the roster look like. Ain't none of that stuff guaranteed. Like you said, you gotta deal with your boy in Milwaukee. Ain't no telling what Philly can do with around Embiid. Um, you still gotta look at Miami. I hired Salk to them getting Donovan Mitchell. Ain't no telling what that run gonna be like. So you gotta capitalize while you're there, man. Ain't no tomorrow guarantee stuff, man. So, uh, but to be
Let me
more
see.
optimistic, like you said, we're still young. We still got a good group. Ain't too much. I don't feel like we have to scrap the whole thing. I do feel like we need more depth. Uh, kind of like once we go past a few guys, it's kind of like we ain't got too many people that we can count on. So, but yeah, I feel like we got a good chance to be back, but and ain't no guarantees, bro. So we wish we could have capitalized and just at least just gave a better performance. You feel me? Like even if we didn't push it to game 7, make game 6 a better fight. So
Facts.
that's kind of what
Facts.
I'm kind of going off of, man.
Man, hey, just gotta hope they take this as a learning experience. Gotta take L's on the chin. You know, it's not the end all be all. And come in next season with that chip on their shoulder, and they, you know. But you're right though. You do got to capitalize because you see these other guys. See what happened to the Suns. Just made it to the finals. See what happened to them. See what happened to the Bucks. Just made it to the finals. Chris Middleton get hurt this year. They ain't going back. Same, you just see what happened to the Lakers. Won championship. Next year they not making the playoffs. You never know. Oh no, they got beat in the first round. You just never know. Like you said, you got to capitalize. You got to capitalize when you got the opportunity. But just you a fan, you know what it's about, man. Got to hope for the best. Hope they
Yeah,
come in ready. Hope they come in more hungry, and But congratulations to the Warriors and their fans. They definitely deserve this one.
yep,
This ain't no small feat at all by any stretch of the imagination. Congratulations
no,
to all those guys, man. They deserve it.
yeah.
But
Like I'm once again, I'm real happy for Steph, man. I'm glad he shut up a lot of haters once again. I'm probably gonna talk about that all on social media until the podcast episode, bro. Like, I'm happy for Steph. Him shutting everybody up, bro. Yeah, I'm happy for him.
Right, same. But anyway, man. Anything else you want to throw out there to the people on our last NBA Finals live? Is there anything else you want to say?
Celtics in 7.
Celtics in 8.
Give us game 9, bro. We come back.
Oh boy, man! But that'll do it for us, man. On our very last NBA Finals live for the year 2022. Congratulations to Warriors again, man. Once again, that this live is sponsored by the B-Ball Jones podcast. I'm getting better at this. It's sponsored by the B-Ball Jones podcast. Be sure to check that out for us. Good guys over there. Good basketball minds. So y'all be sure to get up with them and go check them out for us. But anyway, man, thank y'all for spending your time here with us during this NBA Finals. We've enjoyed every minute of it. You know, we love basketball. Obviously, if you're in here, you love basketball too. So we're glad we can share this experience with y'all. It's been real, man. It's been fun. So we look forward to doing more of this in the future. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And, you know, be sure you'll be able to see all of it. You know, you'll be right here with us again. So thank y'all again for being here and checking us out. But for now, man, we out.